right, this message is going to be for Aries. There's a card that dropped and I picked it up, but I'm going to just shuffle to see if anything else wants to come out. If not, I'm going to read what you got. This is the current energy for Aries. Really the current energy for Aries. Lay back down. You did it. My dog farted. Current energy for Aries. Okay. Okay, so the Queen of Wands did come out again. That's the card that dropped. Okay. You got 5 cards, Aries. Spirit, allow me to channel these messages to the best of my abilities. Allow these messages to be clear and concise. All right, so first card is the Knight of Swords. I should have turned that light off. I don't know why I didn't. Ambition, motivation, forward thinking. A vermilion flycatcher darts through the air amid a shower of shooting stars, a sword tucked behind its wing and its eyes locked on its prize. Flycatchers, as the name implies, are skilled hunters who take to the skies in search of small insects to eat. They employ skilled flying techniques and whirlwind darts to nab their tiny prey. The Knight of Swords speaks of great energy to push forward and assurance of a keen mind. We are reminded to always look to the next goal and to be ready to grab it the second it comes into view. When upright, the Knight of Swords suggests that you're on a mission and won't let anything stand in your way. Overall, you're an ambitious and driven individual, and you're using your intellect to get through obstacles. Taking action is your first instinct, and if you're assertive, you'll have an easier time getting what you want when you want it. While it's beneficial to take charge and dive right in, don't move too quickly. Think through your actions before leaping into the unknown. Engage with others who share your drive and forward-thinking habits. You may be able to motivate each other towards bigger and better things, okay? Next card is 7 of Pentacles. This card talks about patience, results, and review. Yeah. A raven watches over its eggs while looking out at the world beyond. Ravens are associated with memory, thought, and cunning. They look to the future and invest in it, also symbolized by the eggs tucked safely in the nest. While ravens can reflect potential prosperity ahead, they can also be omens of death and misfortune. The 7 of Pentacles reminds us to be wary of the future and all it can bring. Investing in ourselves can help skew the odds in our favor, but if we are short-sighted in our efforts, misery can just as easily follow. When upright, the 7 of Pentacles suggests you understand the importance of investing in the present to reap the benefits of a sustainable future. You're putting in the time and effort to lay down a strong foundation, and despite the toil and strain, you know you're giving yourself the best possible chance to make something great long term. Always look at the bigger picture. Find the parts you can bolster and do it with confidence. If you're doing this for a while now, take comfort in the knowledge that the seeds you've sown are nearing bloom. Take a rest, be proud of your efforts, and push through any frustration you may feel. Good things take time to germinate. Have faith that you've done all you can to make it happen. Sometimes it's all you can do. Then you got the King of Wands. Lean and see charm and something else. I just had it. Oh, leadership. A long-standing symbol of power, leadership, and the masculine energies, a lion looks out over his dominion. King of all he surveys, his staff is large and upright, representing the strength he employs to keep his kingdom running smoothly. He's confident in his abilities. The King of Wands reminds us to rely on our charisma and presence as we pursue our goals. Only then will others follow our lead. When upright, the King of Wands signifies you're a natural leader, creativity, and I wanted to say daydreaming, so you may be daydreaming about something. Creativity and dreaming are not what you're interested in, but you still have goals you wish to pursue. You're in a good position to enlist the help of others and direct them into working towards a common goal. You may have already been put into a position of leadership, or the opportunity will soon present itself. Channel your charisma and focus to be the best leader you can be. Don't be afraid of this responsibility. Everyone who follows you does so because they believe in what you stand for. Take challenges head on and don't waste time pursuing things you know won't yield results. The time for action is now, and you have all the tools necessary to make fortune work for you. So that was the Queen, the King of Wands. Now we're going to go to the Queen of Wands. So you got a pair. So Aries, maybe you're becoming a pair with something, or you're receiving a pair or something. I don't know. Courage, passion, energy. A chinchilla sits below an orchid plant, clutching a tiny stalk between its small hands. What's funny is somebody gave me an orchid, a purple orchid. I think it was Friday. Because look, there's a purple orchid in this 555. So change. Chinchillas are known for their soft, dense fur and inquisitive natures. They represent warmth and energy, and the orchids above his head signify love and delicate beauty. A strongly feminine card, the Queen of Wands reminds us that hard work can get a person far, but determination and mettle are necessary to cross the finish line. Relying on our inner dedication and prioritizing knowledge of the self are instrumental to seeing our goals realized. When upright, the Queen of Wands represents your resilience in getting to this point and having your end goal in sight. This is a card that favors the bold, and so as long as you stay bold, the future will favor you too. Connect with others and don't shy away from leading them as you progress. Attention will be given to you, and it is rightfully deserved. Know yourself thoroughly, even the parts that you don't like to think about. Self-actualization takes courage to pursue, but it will be well worth the effort when it helps strengthen your convictions in the future. Express yourself and be as bold as you can be. I feel like the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands kind of mirror each other, because I want to say, I have to go back. One of these cards was talking about being assertive. That's how you'll get what you want, you know? Putting yourself out there, letting it be known. All right, King of Cups is the last card, and I know that this talks about balance, diplomacy, and compassion. So you got some compassion coming in if you don't already have it, Aries. A flamingo balances easily on one leg, a golden cup resting on its back. Behind it shines a tempered sun, radiating with power, serenity, and restraint. Flamingos represent composure and balance, as well as vibrancy and outgoingness. The two energies create a stabilizing force that will lend itself well to diplomacy and group thinking. The King of Cups reminds us to find balance in all extremes. Once that balance is achieved, there is no limit to what can be accomplished. When upright, the King of Cups represents a mastery over emotions, creativity, and the subconscious. The work you've done to cultivate poise and control is finally paying off, and it's now time to use this newfound balance to guide you away from drama and towards absolute success. When going into decisions, rely on your heart and head equally. Intuition can be bolstered with logic, and the more you rely on this combination to guide you, the more people will seek you out for guidance in their own lives. Act as a leader who cares about the success of a project, but also the well-being of those who help you pursue it. Be compassionate to others and don't shy away from being a mentor or guide if the opportunity arises. You've worked hard to get to this point, and it's time for you to guide others down the path too. Okay, so there's been a couple of cards that have consistently talked about the theme of leadership for you, Aries. So I don't know if you already have, a leadership role